What's up, D Crew? So today's video we are going to be doing a very detailed frozen chopped collard greens video. Last year for Thanksgiving we did do a frozen chopped collard greens video, but it wasn't detailed, and I did get a lot of comments on certain things, so I want to make sure this time around the video is very detailed as possible. So the items that you're going to be needing is you want to make sure you have some frozen chopped collard greens. You could use whatever brand that you desire, but this is just the brand that we're going to be using. We do have 3 packs of frozen collard greens. You do want to make sure you do have a large pot that's going to be big enough for you to cook down your collard greens. My mom is going to be using a little bit of extra virgin olive oil just so the collard greens do not stick together when it cooks down. Now these gonna be the type of seasonings that we use. You guys can tweak your seasonings to your liking. You do not have to use what we use in this video. This is just works for us. We know that every family is different, so tweak this recipe to your liking. So the seasonings that we're gonna be using are garlic powder, adobe all-purpose seasoning without pepper, Szechuan, oregano leaves, adobe all-purpose seasoning without pepper. She's gonna be using a little bit of adobe lemon and pepper seasoning, onion powder. In the last video she did use some chicken Maggi, but this time around we are going to use some chicken bouillon. You guys can substitute it. You guys can use whatever you like. This is what we have on hand, so this is what we're gonna use. Now for the choice of meat, you guys can use any type of meat that you want. I don't eat pork, so my mom do not use pork in her collard greens. She's going to be using some smoked turkey wings. And you want to make sure that you have a pan to put your collard greens in once it is done cooking in the pot. So, okay guys, so she already rinsed off the meat. You want to make sure you rinse your meat before you place your meat in the pot. And she is about to season the meat right now. She's using a little bit of the olive oil. She adding the Szechuan. She adding some garlic powder. You could use as much seasoning as you like. Next is the adobe all-purpose seasoning without pepper. A little bit of lemon and pepper seasoning. Next she's adding the all-purpose seasoning with pepper. Now as your meat boils down, you can taste it to see if you need to add any more seasoning. Like I said, you season your meat according to your liking. Next she's just adding in the oregano. Next she's adding in the, what's this? Onion powder. Next she's adding in the onion powder. And last but not least, she's adding in the chicken bouillon. Next, you just want to stir your pot and just let it boil until your meat is tendered. You also want to make sure you have your lid on your pot. Okay, so after 3 hours, this is how the meat is looking. The water has boiled down. The meat still have to cook some more. She's gonna add some more water. We're just waiting for this to boil. Once the meat finish cooking, then she's gonna add the collard greens. So we'll be back. So after 5 hours, the meat is falling off the bone. You guys can go in your pot and take out all the big bones that you see if you like. Now she's just pouring the collard greens inside the pot.
And it's half a pot of water.
Now?
Yeah, it's half a pot of water.
And it's a half a pot of water, as you guys heard her. And it's 3 bags of collard greens she's pouring into the pot. She's going to add a little bit more olive oil to the pot so the collard greens don't stick. Now she's just going to stir everything together and make sure everything is nicely coated and mixed well. Then she's just going to let the collard greens cook down, and we'll be back shortly. So after an hour or so, the collard greens is finally done cooking. They look really yummy. We're going to transfer them into the pot. The excess water that was left on the collard greens, she did go ahead and drain them off. So guys, this is the finished look of how the frozen chopped collard greens turned out. We cannot wait to eat this. But if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button as well as hit that subscribe button, and make sure you guys turn on your post notifications so when I do drop videos, you guys won't miss it. So that's going to be it for this cooking tutorial. I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Stay safe and be blessed.